What's going on, the Long Dark community? Today I'm gonna show you two little hidden exploits that you can use in your game. You can also, of course, decide not to use them. I'm a fellow survivor from Germany, and I'm here in Bleak Inlet, and gonna make a video about this. Why I chose this as my base, probably in the future. And but as for now, I'm going to just show you something that's it's kind of really nice that you can do that right now. Hinterland might change that in the future, because this is a little, it's a little cheesy, right? So what I'm talking about is we're talking about the meat curing box and how it works as of right now. I think it's like update 2.4 something. If I'm wrong, I'm just going to show that on the screen right now. But so the meat curing box works in a weird way right now, and that weird way is that, it works correctly for all sorts of meat, and it doesn't matter how many calories the piece of meat has. It's only about the weight, right? So it's still kind of cheesy in that way too, right? But the most interesting part is with fish, right? So with fish, it doesn't matter at all how much the fish weighs. It's completely it doesn't matter at all. You can put a rainbow trout that weighs like 600 grams, which would yield like 100 calories or 150, and you can put it inside, and it automatically gets changed to 2.3 kilos. I don't know why that is the case. I have no idea. But if you collect like lots of rainbow trouts at once, and then put them inside, you get this. You have to put them in the box like at the same time, because if you quit and leave the box for just a second, it automatically gets updated, and it will be full, because the fish then takes up much more space than before. But if you, well, these are ruined because I have been on an expedition. What I always did, and this is why these are like 70 pieces of cured fish, and these have all been like rainbow trouts that were weighing below 1.5 kilos. I have always sorted them out, like putting the lightest ones like on a different pile, so I can then put them into the meat curing box at once. And then I'm gonna show you a screenshot right now. It's actually crazy that it shows it has like 46 out of 20 kilos inside. It's just kind of exploding. All of these get changed to having 900 calories, right? Which is kind of crazy, because usually if you would just eat them raw, they would yield like much less calories. And also they become really valuable travel food. It's kind of crazy. So what do we have here? It's like 1.4 kilos and 1.3. And all of these, you can't put this inside. It has to be like 40% condition and above. All of these will be transferred or like overwritten to having 900 calories and 2.3 kilos. So yeah, and what I do is that I fish. Like, I do like several days of like, I call it fish maxing, where I just put down like several fishing tip ups in the fishing hut over there. It's really nice. It's really close to that building. I think it's the closest fishing hut that's to a building in the entire game. Weather just changed to snow, so I cannot use my mag lens to make a fire right now. But usually Bleak Inlet is very, very nice. You most of the time you have like clear weather and lots of and wind, but the wind doesn't really matter. If you just start a fire outside and bring it inside with a torch. So that works most of the time. And you just go here and put down the fishing tip ups. Usually I could use more than 3. So, but yeah, it has been more than enough. And what I do is like, I just fish for several days, and I put all the coho salmons that you get in a like 30% catch rate, and like I think rainbow trout is then 60%, and I put all the very small rainbow trouts on a pile here, and I put like the coho salmons on another pile, and then I will cook. I will make a fire like every, I don't know, every 10 or so days, and cook them, and then I'll put the rainbow trouts into the meat curing box, and this is how you get the most out of your fishing like nowadays. So they might change it, that it becomes like putting meat inside, that the weight stays the same for fish, but I don't know how they, or like that every fish gets transferred. I have no idea. I don't know how they're gonna fix it. They could just lower the ratio that, or like the calories that a cured fish yields. That they could change that. I don't know how else they would change it, but as of now, this is one thing you can do. And for the other thing, I'm going to have to wait a couple days to show you. So, like not real life days, but in-game days. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll see you in a moment. So, here we are again, and the second little trick I'm gonna show you has to do with animal fat. For that, I'm going to make some pemmican bars, and this can be applied to any cooking recipe that you do. Really, it's just it's really neat. So with animal fat, the thing is that it gets ruined quite quickly, right? So and usually, let me just start a fire and I'll show you. I'm going to use, because there's no sun outside, so I'm just going to be using a match here for the video. It's no real problem. Just reached fast starting at level 5. This is like interloper day freaking 266. Okay, so normally, right, if you place this pemmican bar, you can do it in a pot or in like in a pan, so it doesn't matter. Let me just place it and then see. So we have the ruined animal fat, right? And usually, like now, you cannot, although you technically have all the ingredients, you cannot craft or cook a pemmican bar, because the game detects that you have like a ruined item. Your animal fat is ruined, and if any ingredient is ruined, they changed it like some time ago. You used to be able to do like peach pie with ruined pinnacle peaches, but that's no longer the case, and they changed it so that you cannot do it anymore. Although everything here is like it's not written in red anymore, but there is a little exploit to that too. So if you pick up a non-ruined piece or ingredient, this works with if you have like maple syrup that's ruined and you have one bottle that is not ruined. So what you have to do is pick up the ruined item first, and then you'll see I can do this now, and Astrid will use the ruined one first, or rather she will use whatever you picked up first. So what you can do is basically just have one piece of not ruined ingredient in your inventory, and then just craft it with that, with the ruined stuff. If you pick up the one that's still like good first, she will use that, and you will no longer be able to craft whatever you're going to do. So yeah, keep that in mind. But this is a neat little thing you can do, right? And I think yeah, I'm going to drop this again. I'm going to want to do as many as possible right now. Since I have a fire going, this is rose hips are gonna run out. It's okay though. And yeah, since animal fat gets ruined quite quickly, this is I think this is has been really helpful in making this. Of course, you can just do it the normal way as well. But I think it's kind of like the thing with exploits and these little things you can do to to like get little advantages in the game, like this way. It's a little bit like you know, everyone just uses different kinds of exploits, right? We all, like, I think no one's slate is clean in the Long Dark. Probably everyone at some point has done something that is, well, more or less not intended. Like, you know, we all do like mountain goat, right? Some of us, some do it like at every rope they can see that they can like circumvent by goating down, and some like me, I don't like doing it. But of course, I'll do it as well. But I rather, if there's a rope and I can climb it, and I think I don't feel like I'm going to die if I climb the rope, like down, then I'm going to climb the rope. And also sprains, I think it's really annoying. So yeah, and there's other things like some people probably like do like some save, they back up their saves, and you know, it's everyone can play the game like as like they want to, and of course you can just you can definitely. Where's my birch bark? I didn't prepare. Okay, so that's the reason. So you can decide whether you want to like use this or not, or like kind of abuse this, or one of these, or both, or whatever. But yeah, just now there's sun. Seriously? Can I? Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks. Like I told you, like Bleak Inlet is very friendly most of the time. So feel free to try this out yourself. Going to drop the animal fat here, so it gets ruined slower. And yeah, so this is going to be the video for today. This is my first video on the Long Dark ever. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. And if you like, then I'll see you guys next time. Probably going to make a video about like Bleak Inlet, and particularly why I chose this to be my main base. And yeah, see you then. Thank you for watching.